We're at the Hennepin History Museum here at the sand art exhibit with that was basically the work of Robert Emil Fisher. And what he did is he took sand from the St. Peter sandstone at Minnehaha Falls, different colors there you can see, and then he would use his various tools and pack the sand grains into these bottles and sometimes upside down drug jars and create all these nice patterns. And if you look over here, then you can see this is Minnehaha sand, and he would sell these at Minnehaha Falls, just for make some money, had a little concession there. But the interesting thing about all this is that collectively this sand, the amount of sand involved in this project was noticeable after a while. And if you look at this picture down here, you can see him in what was called the Sugar Cave. This is a photograph, and there it is today. And so this is where, actually it hollowed out the sandstone enough to create this, a cave that's basically just large enough for you to get in out of the rain from nowadays. But it is an interesting place, so we're going to go down there and have a look at the historic Sugar Cave, and again named after the sandstone with this fine sugary quality. Here we are at the beautiful Sugar Cave on the banks of Minnehaha Creek at Godfrey's Point. And this is where Robert Fisher came to collect the sand for his sand art. And this cave behind me, this is not a natural cave, it's an artificial, it's actually a mine, a sand mine, so to speak, very shallow. That is created by countless people over the years collecting sand for their sand bottles. And so we've come here to just try to collect some of the different kinds of sand that we are going to use today. So the idea is to have, collect the several different colors, as many different colors as you can get. And we see here we have a wide range of stained sand in the St. Peter sandstone, and it is this reddish color because this is iron oxide and groundwater deposited this. So let's say, okay, well, I want an orange, say. So I come here and take a trowel, a trusty trowel here, and then I begin collecting that color. Being the first step here. And as you can see, this cave is absolutely covered with graffiti, mostly hearts. Very heartwarming place to be. But anyway, again, it is called the Sugar Cave because this sand is just so, it has a consistency like of brown sugar. And so it was compared, it's throughout the ages, it's just been compared to sugar for that reason, but it is indeed good old quartz. Well, with that, I will start looking for places to mine some other colors. It's just all this loose sand from the carving of the countless hearts here.
I can see why you have to filter it.
Yes. Okay, now I'm going to need some white sand here. And the St. Peter sandstone, of course, is famous for white sand. It just so happens that the reddish pigments in the St. Peter sandstone are confined to the uppermost part of it. Most of the lower 2/3 of the St. Peter is just going to be pure snow white, basically. So get some of that essential white color that hasn't been stained with iron deposited by groundwater over the ages. Okay, well, we've collected some different colors of sand here. various shades of red from the iron oxide and the sandstone. I got some greens from the Glenwood Shale above, and of course white, which is the natural color of the St. Peter. But we can't just start making the sand art immediately. Well, there's an additional step in the middle here, and that is that we have to filter it, because when you're digging this sand out of the bluff, you get all kinds of dirt in there, dirt and bugs and pieces of moss and so on in there. So I'm going to take this sand here, which has a color of some kind of spice, and I'm going to put it in there, and we are going to filter that out, and this will help get the proper grading of the sand also. Just shake that through there, and then when we've filtered it out, then I'm gonna come over here to our straight-sided bottle. I have my chopsticks here, and I'm working on this, creating my sand art. But what we're finding here is that the sand is just a little bit too damp, and it is not really working exactly as it should. And I think also one of the things is the grain size is not exactly what it's supposed to be. One of the things I will say about sand art in general is that the early stages of it, like this, is just like, anybody can do it. But when you get to the, any kind of representational art, like for example, Andrew Clemens did George Washington on a horse, and that is an incredibly complex project. So we're not even at that phase at all. So what we're going to do is we are going to get the sand dried out, and then give this another try.
So we're at Sugar Cave, and I think that they may call it Sugar Cave with all these hearts for being kind of a lover's cave. And we were able to get all these samples of different colors of sugar, from sand here, from the Sugar Cave. And I thought that I would just
eat some sand?
Eat some sand, why not? If they call
sure,
it
eat that sand.
Very sweet.
It's a joke.
Look at this, look how beautiful it is.
God.
2 teaspoons for each layer. Level teaspoons, so there's the second layer. The next color I'm going to add some of my medium dark orange. 2 level teaspoons of that. Go ahead and follow the wall down with my stick, just eyeballing stuff here. So there we go, another one. 3. Go ahead and make another one. 4. So there we have it, folks. Backside, just normal alternating banding. Other side a little more complex.